Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Honestly, I wasn't planning on doing a third video for you all today, but yet here I am. And you know why I'm here? Because I opened up my X account and saw a piece of news that is so juicy I couldn't ignore. And that is, well, ladies and gentlemen, Meghan Markle is back once again. And after the disastrous Netflix series that she created, trying to rebrand herself as being a happy, positive, trad-like wife sort of thing, which absolutely bombed. I think Netflix announced how many views it got. With the other documentary that she did with Harry, that one got 2.1 million views, I think it was, over a period of time. And this one only had 525,000 views, which, I mean, come on. Some people on YouTube get more than that. And you're supposed to be a very popular, famous individual, but then again, it just shows that you are an utter disastrous narcissist. And, well, even after the flop of the Netflix special, which apparently Netflix hated it so much they decided to renew it for season 2, I believe. So it just seems like all these companies are throwing all this money, and they love throwing their money down the ever-increasing bloody drain when it comes to Meghan Markle. Or I don't even know what Meghan Markle's doing, but she must have some very good negotiators. They're going, this is Meghan bloody Markle. She's the Sussex. She's the Duchess or Sussex or whatever it is. And also the disastrous press and PR that she's been a part of with Drew Barrymore and the lies that came from that. That was actually hilarious. And I saw some of the comments on the last video that I made about this, and I was just dying laughing, honestly. You guys are pretty funny. You guys actually do not like Meghan Markle at all. And loads of people from the UK, which a vast majority of my audience is from the UK, so I loved hearing their perspective of Meghan Markle, the import. Oh, it was just absolutely brilliant. But I needed a good laugh today, so I could not believe this juicy piece of news, because even after Meghan Markle launched her first podcast, Archetypes, which was so bad, and it just showed the world how much of a narcissist she really is and how much she loves to paint herself as being the center of attention and a victim all the time, even if a conversation doesn't go so well. Why anyone would even agree to be in an interview with Meghan Markle, I don't know. But ladies and gentlemen, she's back once again. She's announcing her new podcast, and I died laughing when I heard of the title, Confessions of a Female Founder. Confessions. Isn't that just like her entire brand? Confessions. I'm going to confess to you all because I claim to be a female founder. The only thing you've founded, my friend, is a web of great lies. That is the only thing that you are laying a claim to founding, in my personal and humble opinion. But this is going to be absolutely hilarious. All right, let's get on with this. Meghan Markle announces new podcast, Confessions of a Female Founder after 20 million Spotify disaster. How about that? I don't know what company thought it would be a good idea to launch a new podcast trying to rebrand Meghan Markle. But the one thing we all know is you can't rebrand insanity or a narcissist. It just doesn't work. You're always going to be a narcissist. And that's exactly what Meghan Markle is. Meghan Markle is unfortunately back in the podcasting game. She wasn't even in it in the first place, believe it or not. She had no game at all. None whatsoever. No one liked it. If you did like it, you had a problem. The Duchess of Sussex, 43 years old, announced her new podcast with Lemonada Media called Confessions of a Female Founder. I've never heard of this new media company, but maybe they thought that it'd be a great idea to throw their support behind Meghan Markle. This is going to launch us, guys. This is going to make us a huge player in the podcasting media space. Spoiler alert, probably not. If Spotify can't make anything of Meghan Markle and her podcast, I doubt you guys can. So good luck with that. I'm so excited to share with you something else I've been working on. Confessions of a Female Founder, my new podcast. Markle wrote in their announcement, who came up with the title of this? Confessions of a Female Founder. Did they chat GPT this shit or what? Hey, ChatGPT, what is the best name for a Meghan Markle podcast? I know. Confessions of a female founder. ChatGPT, what has Meghan Markle founded exactly? Next question. Except for the horrendous web of lies that she has so quite well actually founded upon Prince Harry and ruined his life in the process. And I love Trump's reaction. Seems like Prince Harry has got enough issues on his plate dealing with Meghan Markle. She's a horrible woman. Yes, I have to agree with Trump on that. I've been having candid conversations. Do you even know what that word means? With amazing women who have turned dreams into realities and scaled small ideas into massively successful businesses, she explained. They're opening up, sharing their tips, tricks, and tumbles, and letting me pick their brains as I build out my own business, as ever. Markle added, it has been absolutely eye-opening, inspiring, and fun. Because what's the point if we can't have some fun on this wild adventure? I can't take it seriously, man. Like, she also confirmed that her first episode drops April 8th. And I wonder if Megyn Kelly is going to subject herself to listening to this new podcast because she listened to Archetypes first and did a critique on that. And then she also watched the new series that Meghan Markle dropped, and that was painful enough. I feel bad for Meghan Markle, not Meghan Markle. I mean Megyn Kelly. Unfortunately, they both got the same name. The Suits alum inked a deal with Lemonade Media in February 2024 after Spotify decided not to renew the steep $20 million deal for a second season of Archetypes because it was a massive and utter disaster. Why Lemonade thought, oh, if Spotify can't make something of this, I'm going to jump on and we're going to make something of it. I don't know who's the producer, who's the creator. Like, you're just throwing your money down the drain. Good luck with that. Lemonade will be distributing her previous Spotify podcast series to all platforms as well. Archetypes, which explored the labels that hold women back. Pretty much, she was holding all the women back that came onto her show because she wouldn't let any of them talk. And she would complain and then play the victim after someone said anything negative towards Meghan. Oh, it was absolutely horrendous. Was the only project that Markle and Prince Harry produced for Spotify during their 2.5-year partnership. All that for $20 million, eh? Piece of utter bullshit. The podcast, which has just had 12 episodes, mate, $20 million for 12 episodes. Jeez. That is saying something. Honestly, not much work at all. She half-assed it. She really did. It premiered in August of 2022. We all remember that time. And featured guests such as Serena Williams, Mariah Carey, Mindy Kaling, and Paris Hilton. Pod News previously reported that Meghan Markle allegedly didn't conduct her Archetype interviews. Instead, some of the show's interviews were allegedly done by members of the Duchess's staff. And audio of her voice asking questions was clipped in later. How about that? I'm too busy, guys. I've got other stuff to do. So you're going to do it for me, and then I'm just going to record later on, you see, because I'm way better than these people. Why do I want to sit in a room with any of these women? Because I'm a narcissist. I control everything. I tell people what to do. I'm the star, really. Well, no. People didn't want to listen to you, Meghan. They wanted to listen to Serena Williams, Mariah Carey, and Mindy Kaling. Honestly, I don't want to listen to any of them at all. But anyway, that's just me. Meghan Markle also accused of bullying by some of her former Spotify colleagues, according to a bombshell Vanity Fair report that came out in January. And again, I ask, why in the world did this media company, Lemonade, think that it'd be a good idea to jump on the bandwagon of producing for Meghan Markle? Good luck, guys. It's going to be an utter disaster. Just like the Netflix documentary or the Netflix series as well. Like, seriously, if you've got these major players like Spotify and Netflix that can't make anything of her, what makes you think that you can make anything of her? She's a toxic person. Don't get involved with her. Run for the hills, man. One person who worked with Markle described the alleged experience with her as really, really, really awful and very painful. I don't blame you, son. I don't blame you at all. An unnamed source accused Markle of acting like a mean girl's teenager. That's exactly what narcissists do, love, just in case you're wondering. Along with announcing her new podcast, Markle just released the 8-part Netflix series With Love, Meghan. That highlights her cooking and gardening skills at home in Montecito. She's got no skills at all. If you are literally taking food out of one packaged bit of food, like you're taking food out of something that was already packaged, it's fine being there, and then you're creating your own package just to make it look good for the camera, you're weird. I understand putting it in, or like she's actually labeling everyone. Like it's just disastrous. I understand putting it in like glass containers because you don't want microplastics and everything, but she didn't do that. She didn't. Oh, oh boy. The show has been bashed by critics and earned lower viewership numbers than a 2022 series, Harry and Meghan, which they just, if they've got no dirt on the royal family, no one cares. Markle is also launching a lifestyle brand as ever, company which is selling products like Markle's signature raspberry jam, used to be called American Riviera Orchard, but she changed the name after facing trademark issues. So what has she founded exactly? Not just a web of lies, but a heap of problems. So maybe Confessions of a Female Founder is a perfect name for her whole persona and her whole brand. Like, geez, I think people will be riveted to learn how much she is just a narcissistic, toxic wasteland. She's got nothing. Dear, oh dear. Anyway, that's enough from me, but you guys take care. You be blessed, and I'll see you all in the next video.